They say knowledge is power. So you need to know this. One simple choice you make has the power to reduce pollution, save resources, combat world hunger, improve your health, and create a kinder world. Want to know how? Then keep watching. What contributes more to climate change than all of the world's planes, trains, and automobiles combined? Farm animals. According to the UN, raising animals for food is one of the largest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. And that's only the beginning. As demand for animal products has grown, animal agriculture has gobbled up more and more water, energy, crops, and land. Over recent decades, vast expanses of native habitat around the world have been cleared to grow crops to feed animals, most of them in factory farms. Animals are fed about 6 kilograms of plant protein to produce just 1 kilogram of animal protein. The numbers just don't add up. Factory farms use more food than they produce, which leaves less food for everyone else. At a time when globally, nearly 1 billion people are suffering from malnutrition, 1/3 of the world's edible cereal harvest is being fed to farm animals. That cereal would be enough to feed about 3 billion people. Everyone from leading water and climate scientists to Oxfam and World Vision, and even the United Nations agree that by eating less meat, we can reduce pollution, save resources, and combat world hunger. But it's not just others who see the benefits. Leading health experts agree that we need to reduce the amount of animal products we eat to reduce our risk of obesity, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. And ultimately, the choices we make at the dinner table affect someone else as well. We're at a critical point in human history. Our choices no longer have just a local impact. Their effects are felt globally on animals, people, and the environment. By choosing to eat fewer animal products or going meat-free, you can protect the planet, your health, and save living beings, both human and animal, from suffering. The power to change the world for the better is in our own hands. Together, we can make it possible.
I think animal testing is cruel and it's horrible. I hate it because I love animals and I think it's disgusting and disturbing.
I personally don't believe in animal testing, and I think it's wrong and harmful to the animals, and I think there are other things that we could test products on besides animals.
I think it's kind of a good idea just so humans aren't the ones getting tested on rather than we test animals.
I think that it's bad because it's harming animals, but I also think it's somewhat necessary because we do need to find out some things, but in the long run I think it's horrible.
I don't really think about it that much, but I think it's really bad, and I think there are probably better ways to test.
I think animal testing is kind of like a necessary evil to make sure that humans don't receive bad treatment or bad drugs.
For decades, scientists have tried to understand the effects of chemical exposure by experimenting on animals. But animal experiments have never been the answer, and here's why. 1. They are extremely cruel. Millions of animals are intentionally poisoned to death or suffer from chemical assaults to their skin, eyes, and internal organs. They are never afforded pain relief. 2. They're unreliable. Animals are subjected to very high doses of chemicals, up to 1,000 times higher than humans would ever be exposed to. And animals often react to chemicals differently than people would, making it difficult to translate animal data into meaningful information for human beings. This leads to even more testing and delays in protections for human health and the environment. 3. Animal experiments are time-consuming and expensive. A cancer test on just one ingredient can take 3 years to complete and cost millions of dollars.
DoSomething.org stated that 92% of experimental drugs that are safe and effective in animals fail in human clinical trials because they are too dangerous or don't work, even though over 100 million animals are burned, crippled, poisoned, and abused in U.S. labs every year for results that turn out to be useless. Veganism decreases the amount of animal testing because scientists will have minimal funds to support animal testing research if people begin to refuse the purchase of products and food that are not vegan.
Yes, I'm aware of that, and I personally think that's very sad and not right.
No, I wasn't, but that's horrible.
I was not aware of that, and I didn't know that was happening. It's not good.
I'm not aware.
I know it's horrible for our environment because the cutting down of trees increases the amount of CO2 released into the atmosphere.
The article Compassion for the Animals stated that 2/3 of Central America's rainforests have been destroyed to raise cattle. Destroying rainforests creates major environmental issues because when rainforests are cut down, it releases vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the air. Rainforests also have the purpose of ensuring that the climate and the environment's water cycles are regulated.
I do believe a vegan diet's healthy. I don't know if I would personally go vegan because I've been growing up eating meat, but I think it's very healthy, and if I could transfer to being vegan, that'd be great, but I don't know how realistic that is.
Yes, I believe that it's very healthy and good for your body and for the environment, but I don't think I could be a vegan because I don't think I could give up meat and all that other stuff, but I could definitely consider it.
I'm kind of biased about it because it can be healthy in some circumstances, but it also couldn't because you could just go home and stuff your face with donuts all night.
I believe it's healthy. I believe it's very healthy and can probably help a lot, but I also like steak and bacon, so I don't think I'll be changing over, but I think I definitely add more vegetables to my diet.
Yeah, I think it's really healthy, and I don't know, I don't think I would ever be a vegan. I mean, I think it's healthy, but I really like meat, and my family's like meat lovers, so like I don't think I could do it.
I just think how I was raised, I've always eaten meat in pretty much every meal of the day. So the only concern would be lack of like protein and things like that come from meat. Obviously there are replacements, but I love meat, so I don't think I would ever replace it.
The fact that as a society today we feed and slaughter 60 billion farmed animals every year when there are 7.3 billion humans on Earth proves that the killing of animals for food is vastly wasteful and ignorant because the animals provide less food for society than the amount that they consume. The concept of animal testing connects to the painful abuse used on children in the novel Brave New World when it describes the use of electric shocks used on babies to teach them lessons. This portrays a connection to animal testing because the babies are enduring pain that is forced and for the use of what those in control believe will be for the betterment of society. And the fact that the consumption of animals leads to increases of starvation simply connects to the novel Man's Search for Meaning in the aspect of people whom were starving to death throughout the story, which ultimately is relating to the idea of people giving up food in order to receive something they see as more valuable or intriguing, with complete disregard of the risks and effects the choice may bring. The concept of saving the environment and ending the destruction of rainforests connects to the novel Brave New World in the aspect of the electric fence that surrounded the society and left skeletons on the ground of the animals because they got too close to the deadly fence. This quote connects to environmental destruction and pollution because when drastic amounts of animals are killed off, it endangers species and distorts the natural cycles of life. Thank you for watching my video on a topic that I am truly passionate about, and I hope that you were able to gain insight about the vegan lifestyle. And to conclude this video, I'm going to end with a short, yet extremely powerful film.